Let's go back now to Joseph Bernacki, who's at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. There's lots going on there tomorrow for Orange Shirt Day. Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, Rochelle, and good morning, Manitoba. I'm very pleased to be joined again by Marilyn Dykstra. She's the knowledge keeper here at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. You joined us earlier in the 6 o'clock hour, and we're happy to have you back. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is quite a display for people who have never come up to the 4th floor now here in the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. Talk to us about the witness blanket installation and what this ultimately represents.
So a Canadian by the name of Kerry Newman actually put this together. He worked with a team and they collected artifacts from residential schools, cultural centers, and government offices across Canada. There are 887 pieces that are on the blanket. It's actually laid on cedar, which is important because, of course, cedar is for the protection of our spirit, which is really important for those children that went through residential schools and also those children that never got the chance to come home. So again, it's like that, our culture being, brought back to help heal our ancestors. You
mentioned resurgence before we were live this morning, Marilyn. These items in this case, I understand they have a connection to the artist who made this display. Can you talk to us about a little bit what we're looking at?
Absolutely. Kerry's father was in residential school in British Columbia, and this is a piece of the apple tree where him and his friends used to stand beside when they were in school to have their conversations. These two braids actually belong to his sisters, and they cut them off during ceremony and to offer them again for that healing, because of course our healing is in our hair, in our braids, and again, it's like that resurgence being brought back through culture and through our historical strength.
You mentioned to me there's a significance even about the cedar, the material that's made this display, how it's changed over time. Tell us a little bit about what you were telling me before.
Absolutely. So it was originally red cedar. It still is red cedar, but of course it hasn't been painted, or there's nothing been put on it to kind of preserve it, because of course over time we want it to degrade, and just like our healing, right, is that over time we are going to get better. We're not going to be constantly in a state of hurt, right, and that our young people, and again, it's always about making the world better for our kids. So in this aging and going towards that that part of life where it's just going to die off, our young kids are the ones that are going to be the up and coming, right? The ones that we have now that are learning about their history and learning how to overcome, because of course our ancestors had to fight hard for us to be here, right? And we want our kids to know that they're not just holding hurt, they're also holding their resilience.
We appreciate the time on the show, Marilyn. We'll be back coming up at 7:42. Stay tuned.